Creasel, John Skoo, Felicia Urias, Joshua Powell, Charlotte McNamee, Colleen Berry, Rebecca Swenson, Aiden Stockin, Elise Lozardo, and here's your hosts, Tess Hartley and Miranda Taylor.
Hi guys, I'm MT and this is Tess, and we are so excited to be co-hosting this semester's Exit 17. It feels strange standing up here by ourselves without an audience, but you know, we've been around Exit 17 for a few years now, working as actors, occasional backstage hands, and last semester as Hemlock hosts.
My first year in Exit 17, I used to wait backstage for 10 minutes, shaking with nerves, trying to remember the script that we had edited an hour ago, I would be praying I didn't trip over the wires as I walked out for the opening skit.
I remember freshman year, my first Exit 17 show, I watched as Porter sprinted to the stage, and I thought, yes, when I am a senior, that's what I'm going to do.
Really?
Yes!
See, I saw the role of host as something to be feared.
You?
Standing in front of a crowd of students and having to be funny? Not for me, no way. Lucky for me, and I promise this is the only time I would ever say this, there's a global pandemic, so legally we can't have a crowd, and I only have to get over being a little camera shy.
Aw, look at us. Once freshman friends, now co-hosting Exit 17.
Yeah. Aside from the nostalgia of it all, it was hard for us to leave our Hemlock anchoring behind us. But, have you seen the news recently? We decided talking about ourselves and coming up with fun games and activities to do on stage to make you all laugh was a little more our speed than reporting on the apocalypse.
All in all, it's good to be back on campus and with the cast and crew of Exit 17. You know, we've been really busy recently. I haven't gotten to ask you, how was your winter break?
Oh, well, I spent most of winter break baking and cooking. Because we all know that nothing cures that 2020 depression more than baking sweets and eating them.
Yikes.
Do I need therapy?
I mean, need is a strong word, but, yeah, you need therapy.
Okay, yeah. I have to say, my most cathartic baking experience was accidentally making a deformed, lumpy gingerbread cookie, which I promptly decided to decorate as 2020.
Oh.
You know, 2020 was like, bite me, so I said, okay.
Okay, did it taste good?
Oh, it tasted like sweet vengeance.
Oh, I'm sure.
I also made the mistake of trying to combine my love of baking with the one person whose music got me through 2020. Harry Styles.
Oh,
I don't know
boy.
why I thought mini chocolate chips would do his hair justice, or just how much the lack of a nose and a jawline would matter. Ooh, it was a bad decision. But it happened, and now you know.
But I think that the most important question, and the question that we're all wondering right now, is, dear Tess, who ate Harry Styles?
My dad. Anyways,
uncomfortable.
Here's to hoping 2021 will lead to less depressive baking episodes, which it probably will because I live in Farron and don't have a kitchen.
Well, I am actually very thankful to be far away from any kitchen for a very long time. For I spent most of my winter break at good old Chick-fil-A. It's crazy to me how I can go from talking like this to this in the matter of seconds. Okay, there was one Monday where this guy pulls up to the window and I give my perfect Chick-fil-A spiel. It's a great day here at Chick-fil-A. My name is Miranda. What can I get for you today? And the conversation goes like this. I came in on Saturday. Again, it's Monday.
Okay.
And the Chick-fil-A nuggets that I got don't look like the ones on the picture. I'm so sorry, sir. What exactly do you mean by that? Well, you see, the nuggets on the picture are this big, and my nuggets were only this big, and I'd like my meal to be free today. Sir, you do understand that the nuggets are enlarged for detail on the menu. No, you don't understand. I have the nuggets with me. I will show you them. He then proceeds to pull out his 3-day-old nuggets from his chilly New York car.
Oh.
I will go get my manager. And the man got his meal for free.
No. Oh, that's insane.
Yep.
That's so wrong.
So the moral of the story is that the TikTok trend of saying my pleasure before a Chick-fil-A worker isn't true, but if you bring in your 3-day-old nuggets, you'll get a free meal.
Oh, and now we know that if you ever ask MT how her day is going and she says, it's a great day, she is probably going through it.
All right, well, you don't have to expose me like that.
Okay, so, how was your Valentine's Day, MT?
It was great.
Yeah, me too.
But you know that half-price chocolate.
Yeah, that's true. The nice thing about being single this Valentine's Day is that we all had an excuse.
Ooh.
I spent most of this year living in my parents' house and avoiding anyone who wasn't in my family, and that was encouraged.
Yeah, you know, I pretty much accepted that Valentine's Day is going to be Single Person's Appreciation Day for the rest of my life, but it was nice to actually have an excuse this year, and, is this getting too sad?
Yeah, just maybe.
It's a comedy show,
Yeah,
right?
let's wrap it up.
Okay, all right. 2020 was hard for all of us, and 2021 isn't off to that great start of an either, but
But maybe we need to treat 21 like a gentle hand, like when you are baking a lot of Christmas cookies.
Or like a tough guest at Chick-fil-A and treat it with the utmost kindness and respect and highest pitched voice you can possibly manage.
Or with patience, like when you're waiting for your perfect Valentine's Day date.
So when you get out of bed tomorrow morning, just say, it's a great day here in 2021.
And everything will be fine.
We have a great show for you guys tonight, but just do us a little bit of a favor. Give it a little bit more love than Tess and I got on Valentine's Day. Enjoy.
Good evening, Gordon College. My name is Loha Waryu, and I'm here today to share with you some information that can mean the difference between life and death. Now, Gordon College may seem like a quaint, calm little New England school, but on the inside, the underside, lies unspeakable terror and horrible evil. Now, the story of the tunnel underneath the quad has been circulating for some time, along with the legend of the army of horses that'll one day rise from the bones of horses buried in the same location. But it's not just a story! The tunnel part, that is. We're still researching the horse part. The tunnel begins underneath Frost Hall, and it makes its way underneath the quad. But where does it end? I'll tell you where. Nowhere! See, the tunnel, it opens up into a labyrinth. A labyrinth that houses a troll! But not just any troll. This troll is the brother of none other than DML himself. That's right. DML has all the looks, but his brother, TML, Troll Michael Lindsay, he has all of the brains. See, DML, he acts as the face for Gordon College, but TML, he's the real mastermind behind it all. The proof that we have here, what is the proof? Just look at this man. Look at this man! How can he be both this handsome and still the mastermind of it all? He can't. He can't. Clearly, there has to be someone behind it, someone beneath it, someone below it all. And that right there, Gordon College, is where TML steps in. But we have more proof. See, after a thorough investigation of the main rooms in Frost Hall, our team concluded that the entrance to the tunnels had to be in DML's office. But whenever we asked him if we could have access to the office to look for his troll brother that we know is hiding in the entrance to the tunnels there, he replied forcefully, and I quote, "No." Sounds like someone is hiding something, or someone. But that is not the only thing hidden on campus. Many a wanderer has found this couch, and various theories are out there about where it came from ranging from litterbugs to aliens. But people are not asking the right questions. It's not about where the couch came from. It's about what the couch is doing right now, at this very moment. Many reliable witnesses have reported an anomaly, abominable activity in the vicinity around the couch. Let's see what this victim has to say.
I was just minding my own business, wandering in the woods. I wasn't far from the couch, or as I now call it, the spawner. I thought I was alone, and then I heard the crack of twigs, and I looked up and I saw this strange looking woman I'd never seen before staring at me with beady eyes. And I thought nothing of it until I went to class the next day. And she was there. She said that she was a new professor at the school. But I knew better.
What do you mean?
She came from the couch, man. The couch.
How can you be sure?
Her shirt was the same material as the couch, or as I now call it, the spawner.
Obviously, this is undeniable proof. Who knows how many other couch spawners are out there? If you see anything suspicious, please contact our hotline at the number below, 155-TRUTH about the couch. And finally, I hope you're sitting down for this one. On February 2nd, 2021, our team captured footage of a secret high society meeting on top of Jenks Resource Center. I'm going to let the footage speak for itself. I'm at a loss for words. I can't believe that on our own sacred campus, members of the Illuminati are gathering. And who knows what else they are doing here, what else they're blaring out there. They could be planning anything. Mind control, bioweapons, bird spies. Well, thankfully, we here are not completely in the dark. See, our sources indicate that they may have something to do with the reason that Lane coffee tastes so bad. We think they're putting their mind control in the coffee. If you want to protect yourself from the Illuminati's coffee, well, try our own special blend. Wake Up Gordon. Our blend, it's guaranteed free from all Illuminati mind control and big tech agendas. Well, that wraps up things for tonight. I'm your host, Aloha Wario. Stay informed, Gordon, and stay safe out there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your new Hemlock co-anchor, Aiden Stockin.
And I'm Elise Lusardo, or as Dan Darko likes to call me, Eli Shivik, which sounds like a Russian curse word.
Duh. Now, you may know me from, well, this, Exit 17, Gordon College Theater, or from my job as a swim instructor at the pool.
And you may know me from working at the Bistro, working at CTS, working at CEC, the Gordon Vlogs, Exit 17 Instagram, Naturally G, Gordon College Film Society, my 2 majors and 2 minors, seeing me sit in Jenks for 8+ hours, my old pink, purple, and blue hair, or the theater box office.
We get it. You have Tag Premium.
I mean, at least you got into Measure for Measure.
That I did. And if you want to see me cry and beg for my life, buy some tickets now.
Or you could just look through his window. No, literally. Check out what happened when he ate a chicken sandwich.
You're welcome.
Okay, listen. For background, I was in quarantine and they missed 5 of my meals, so I think it was well earned. And if you don't believe me, here is the literal email I wrote to Chris Jones.
Oh my god, you added DML to the email chain?
Yes, I did.
Anyways, speaking of missing meals, with GCSA's new Domino's free delivery service, you won't have to miss a meal ever again.
Unless it's a holiday. Or you order after 3 p.m. Or you don't want food at any other time than exactly 5 or 10 p.m. Or you want anything other than pizza.
Side effects include extreme gastrointestinal disturbance, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, shortness of breath, dry cough, low fever, sudden loss of taste or smell, depression, lactose intolerance, or pooping cubes.
Speaking of pooping cubes, scientists now know why wombat poop comes out in cubes. This geometric fecal phenomenon is caused by a unique intestinal lining.
So if you ever feel like God doesn't care about you, just remember how much effort he put into shaping wombat poop.
Like it says in 3 Romans 8:28, behold the bowels of the wombat, that they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, and your heavenly Father makes them poop cubes. Are not ye of much more value than they?
In other marsupial-related news...
Wait, is a wombat even a marsupial?
I don't know. Aren't you the bio major?
Oh yeah, huh.
Well, as I was saying, there have been a suspicious number of koala-related instances within the past month.
Yeah, that's very true. See, this koala here broke into a family's house and climbed up their Christmas tree.
Well, that's certainly a very hairy Christmas.
At least that's not a funny joke.
Aiden, you literally wrote that line.
Oh, yeah. I did. That's why it's so funny. Anyways. Oh, this little dude. Look at him. He's so cute. He's driving with his little hands. Oh. He's responsible for a 5-car pileup on the Australian freeway. Luckily, no one was severely injured.
Well, looks like these little guys are alive and thriving after almost going extinct.
Speaking of almost going extinct, Kanye West.
Poor guy. He lost the presidency and now his wife is leaving him.
Just like DML is leaving us.
Wait,
What?
do you remember what Kim was wearing when she filed for divorce?
No. Just kidding. Of course I do.
Well, she wore this dress and totally pulled a Princess Diana. And I feel like I've seen it before. Oh my god, I remember.
Oh, Oh, yes. No, I remember. Okay, let's hope DML brings that look back when he leaves us.
I can just imagine him driving away from Frost in a kilt for the last time.
Is DML actually Kim Kardashian?
Well, let's think about this.
Okay, they both have perky cheeks and massive cakes and a fat-ass Simon load. DML with all of his emails and presidential duties, and Kim with her legal and lawyer stuff, and just think about it. I mean, have you ever seen Kim K and DML in the same room together?
No. And DML has 3 letters. And what other name has 3 letters?
Kardashian.
Exactly! Furthermore, they share 1 letter, the letter M. And guess what number of the alphabet that is?
69.
How many letters do you have in your alphabet? It's 13.
Okay. So what does that mean?
Guess what happened exactly 13 years ago, Aiden?
I went to Canopy Lake Park with my uncle and dressed like Bob Marley?
No, Aiden. Get the ball here. It's Kim's sex tape.
Oh, right. Okay, but that was still a problem.
Okay, whatever. But what else happened 13 years ago?
Is that the same year that DML became president of Gordon College?
Yes, exactly 13 years ago in 2011.
Wait.
So, Kim got all this scandal from her sex tape and decided to be the president of a small, sad Christian liberal arts college to feel better about herself.
Wow, you really have a lot of free time.
Yeah, I'm just observant.
Okay, well, anyway. While we're on the subject of divorce, this woman got scammed when her boyfriend decided to propose to her using her other lover's rings.
And what makes it worse is he was still married to the woman he stole the rings from.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, don't fret. There is another couple that will restore your faith in humanity.
You and Felicia?
Yes, but also them.
Wow.
I know. There has never been a relationship as perfect as this one.
Never. And to all you single folks and me out there, just remember, this is fake and he is a robot. So, you have hope.
And because I'm a nice co-anchor, I will not speak too much on the show to avoid any spoilers. However, if you have not watched the show, what are you doing?
It is one of the greatest Marvel things ever produced. And for those of you who haven't watched it, just know it's been...
Stop. No. Nope, no spoilers.
What? Everyone already knows Thanos is going to eat the spaghetti bolognese whilst twerking to driver's license.
You can't just burn people like that.
Speaking of burning for people, Bridgerton has taken the Netflix scene by storm.
Yes, this show has created an army of obsessed fans who know nothing about what's going on. Other than Simon is hot, Daphne has weird hair, and the aesthetic is real.
Hey, I'm not in it just for the aesthetic. It's actually a great storyline.
Oh, really? Explain it to me then.
Well, there...
Show me your phone.
No.
Come on, show everybody your phone.
Fine.
Exactly.
Whatever. At least I didn't watch it with my mom.
Okay, PSA for anybody who is wondering. If you are planning to watch this with any kind of family member, just make sure that you go to the bathroom for a very convenient 6 to 10, maybe even 20 minutes during episode 6, and I think you'll be fine.
Or just pull out your phone.
Just like Simon pulled out his...
Winning smile!
Exactly.
Speaking of family-friendly content...
This family was shocked when they discovered that one of their thrifted toys was actually full of $5,000 worth of fentanyl.
Wow.
Thank you all. This has been Hemlock Tonight.
Aiden, you can't just end on that.
I just did.
No, you can't.
We have got a great rest of the show for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming in. Good night.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Graham Bird. I teach at Gordon College. I teach linguistics and classics. I've been here full-time for about 20 years, and I love languages in general, and I love Greek and Latin, the ancient languages. Those are one of my passions. I also love music. In fact, I came to America many years ago to study music at Berklee College of Music, and one of the reasons I came was my love of gospel music. And in fact, Andre Crouch, who's passed away, a great gospel singer and songwriter, had come to New Zealand and done some clinics on songwriting. And he got me excited about gospel and jazz and blues, so I decided to come to the US and try and make a go of it. So I got my music degree there. The song I'm going to play for you actually was written by Andre Crouch. It's in our hymn book. It's called Soon and Very Soon, and maybe one of his most well-known gospel songs, Soon and Very Soon, We Are Going to See the King. And the hymn book that we usually sing it from is missing the bridge, so I'm going to add the bridge in, which he sings with his band. So let me give that a whirl.
So our guest today is someone that I've had the privilege of working with in my job on campus and someone that I look up to very much. She's a Gordon alumna from the class of 2016 and currently works as the tech director for Gordon College Theater.
She also has a bit of history with Exit 17, but we'll get into that more later. It's our pleasure to introduce Jess Richmond.
Jess, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm so excited you asked me to be on this.
No, we're so excited. So could you start by telling our audience a little bit about yourself, those who don't know what a tech director is? What is your current role at Gordon?
Sure, yeah. So I'm the tech director / production manager for the theater department. So that means as the production manager, I hire designers, I make the schedule, I make the budget, make sure everything is heading along in a trajectory that will be the play will open on the specified day. And then as the tech director, mostly I'm just building the set, which is super fun and my favorite part. But also I also teach Tech 1 and Tech 2. So teaching students how all the basics of tech theater. So sets, lights, costumes, all that stuff. And I also really love that part too.
Yeah.
Solid. So you clearly love carpentry and everything. But what are some of your hobbies and favorite ways to pass the time?
It's so hard because building is one of my favorite things to do in the whole world. But when I'm not building, I love baking. I love baking so much. What else do I do? I love a good TV show. I've been very, very into this board game Villainous. lately where you get to play as Disney villains, which is really fun. So yeah, it's really cool. And I'm not like a a board gamer. Like I don't play like really intense ones, but I enjoy playing like board games and cards and stuff. And when it's nice, my favorite thing to do is go for walks. I just love being outside, going for walks.
Okay, wait. So Tess is also a baker, right?
Yes.
Have you ever made a Harry Styles cookie?
No. Wait, has Tess made a Harry Styles?
Yeah, well, I tried. I made a gingerbread cookie over break. And I was like, let's like be fun and decorate them as people. And I was like, let me do Harry Styles because I love Harry Styles music. Yeah, it was really ugly. It was bad.
Okay, well, that's not bad. Before Christmas wanted to make angel sugar cookies. So I like bought the little angel cookie cutter, and then I was like, I was gonna like pipe them to like make them look really nice, but I ran out of time because I wanted to bring them over to my boyfriend's house for him and his roommates. And so I just like slapped some like frosting from a can on them, and then they lost all recognition of being an angel. They were just like a white blob. So they tasted good, but yeah, kind of felt similar. Decorating is not my forte.
I've been there.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so you were once like us, a college student and like on the job hunt and trying to figure life out. But what has been your favorite or most interesting / weird job since you've graduated from Gordon?
Yeah. So, I feel like honestly I've been like pretty lucky in my career in that I've mostly worked in theater since I've graduated. So I had like for maybe like 8 months combined, I worked like for a hotel a little while, and then I worked for like this weird, it's not a law firm, but it was a place where lawyers came to get continuing ed credits. I didn't teach it, I just coordinated the classes. Anyways, and so other than that, like I've worked in theaters, but I worked for a theater company that did interactive plays. So like our big thing was interactive murder mystery shows. So we would like travel to clients. So we would go to like their office or their house or whatever. And we'd have a few actors. I would train the actors and do all like the logistics of the parties and stuff. And then we would go and like do a murder mystery, and the guests would also participate in the show. So that was really fun. But the weirdest part of this job, that was a weird job in itself. That I did for years.
Yeah.
But so the company tried to start expanding to do different things besides just murder mystery parties. So they're adding like princess parties, superhero parties. But one thing they added was a magic show. But when my troupe, so I ran the Boston troupe, and it was a national company. We only ever got booked for one magic show, and around the time we were like supposed to get sent a box from headquarters of all the magic tricks, but it got lost. So then I had to go find a magic shop and then find approximations of the magic tricks.
Oh no.
And then like from a video, like I'm not a magician, and the girl I got to do the show is not a magician. So like from a video, I was trying to like teach her how to be a magician. Thankfully, the show is for preschoolers. Easy, but I was like, we should not be getting paid for this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The grossest part too was like I found this magic shop, and it was super janky, and this guy had his dog in the magic shop with him, but the dog like peed all over the store. It was so gross.
All right. That is definitely a weird job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the flip side of that, when we started doing princess parties, we got like all the princess dresses in. So me and one of my actors just spent a night putting on all the princess dresses.
That's so fun.
Favorite Disney princess? Who's your favorite Disney princess?
It's so hard. Rapunzel.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Mm.
That's a good
I
choice.
agree.
Mhm. Not my favorite dress to wear because it doesn't have a hoop skirt, but my favorite princess for sure.
Fair.
All right. So we heard you were a student when Exit 17 started. Were you
Mhm.
involved in the creation of the club at all, or just in some of its first few seasons?
Yeah, so I feel like this is kind of funny, weird story. So like the guy who created it like asked me to be a part of the like initial creative team to like help with sets and tech stuff, and I was super excited to do it. And so like I went to a few meetings. I got into the like the opening credits video and stuff. But I actually had to drop out, or like I took myself out because at the same time I was stage managing 12th Night and I was in Sweaty Tooth, and I was like, this was my junior year that it started, and I was just having like a really tough year. So I was like, this is one thing that is too many, like made my plate tip over. So I was like, I'm really sorry. This is really cool, but I have to back out.
Yeah.
Did you ever rejoin or do something like senior year with it?
No, because then senior year I became a leader of Sweaty Tooth, so that took up a lot of my time, and I have just never left the theater. It was so hard to get out of the theater.
Yeah.
Building the sets, and then I was in the shows, and then I was like, I don't even know what I was doing, but I was just in the theater 24/7.
Yeah. Life of like a theater student.
Yeah. I was so invested in that, and I thought Exit 17 was hilarious, and I really liked it, but it's definitely a different medium, being more like film based. So I like Sweaty Tooth because that was live. I'm very much into like the live aspect. So I'm very supportive of Exit 17, but it's like kind of a regret that I had to drop out of Exit 17, but it was also like, it was a good lesson for me to know like what, working on that work-life balance of it was just too much for me to handle at the time.
Yeah.
But
And now you're getting experience with filming stuff because it's a pandemic and we're filming all of our shows.
yeah.
Has that been like a weird switch for you? Like switching from, because you said like you prefer the live. So has that been like a weird switch for you?
It's been so weird. But I'm overjoyed that we're doing theater. So even though we have to learn how to adapt and do this, it's been kind of interesting, especially like learning from the fall shows to this show, like what needs to be different, just being able to learn and grow from it. I found that very enjoyable, but I'm very excited to have live audiences again. Hopefully next year. So
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So this is the most important question of the entire night.
Okay.
How do you feel about all of the exit numbers changing over and Gordon no longer being Exit 17?
I have very strong opinions. I am so upset. I'm so upset. I can't. They don't make any sense. I don't know where I am. Like even like visually, I've been driving up and down 128 for like almost 8 years. I'm like, I don't know what exit that is. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it so much. And what bugs me the most too is that they've switched odds and evens.
Yes.
So like exit 24 used to be the target exit, and now it's like 41 or something. And I'm like, or even if they change them to be like, oh, if it was 17, but now it's 37, it's 38 now. And no. I don't think Exit 17 should change its name. I think Exit 17 sounds better. I think that it'll also be funny in future generations, and they'll be like, why did this happen? And then it'll be like a funny like lore of Exit 17.
I agree. Yes, definitely.
We need to come up with like a good backstory to start like a legend. Like what was Exit 17?
Yeah. I also just think like I was driving along with my boyfriend the other day, and we were talking about, he's kind of new to the Beverly area. He's in Boston, and so he's still getting used to 128. And he's like, I have no idea where I am now. And like, why? Like, there's so many other things to have fixed on 128.
Fair point. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how the DOT works, but I would have fixed some potholes changing the numbers.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. So besides the exit number, what was something that Gordon had or like did when you were a student that they don't do anymore, but you wish that they did?
This is very near and dear to my heart. I wish that they still had late night, which I'm pretty sure they have late night, but not the late night how I had it when I was like a freshman, sophomore. They changed it either when I was a junior or senior, but it used to be that late night was down in Gillies. And they had like a special menu and they had like extra stuff. Like they had like quesadillas and you could get fried pineapple and yeah. Oh my gosh. It was with fried pineapple with caramel and coconut on it. It was so good. But there's like, yeah, like extra special snacks you could only get at late night. But like the worst / best part of it was the system. So you'd go up to the counter, you'd put your order in, then they'd give you a ticket slip with the number on it, and then you'd have to wait, and then they would shout out your number from like when the food was ready. But late night was always packed. There was always so many people. So first of all, you had to wait like forever to get your food, like at least 30 minutes. But it was so fun. You're just hanging out with your friends and like seeing other people that came to late night, and it was so fun. But then because there were so many people, it was also so loud. So you like sometimes missed your order number. Then you'd be waiting longer and you'd be like, wait, should I go check? Was that really the number that I heard? And so it was just like mass chaos. And I know that's why they changed it and it's definitely more efficient now. But I'm not a chaos person, but that was the only chaos that I loved. I was like, it was like a big party every night. Like go after play practice. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Yeah, that's definitely.
I want to bring back this fried pineapple thing. That's
I know.
Like what? Jess, can you make it for us? Like,
yeah. I should make it for you guys.
Late night food. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Okay, so our final question for you is: if you were to go back and meet your college self, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh my goodness. So much advice. Yes, I feel like I've done a lot of growing since leaving Gordon, which is good. I feel like if I stopped growing, that would have been, I don't know. But I think the overall thing that I've learned and I've grown through is having patience with myself and patience with my journey, because there have been so many things in my life that I was like, oh, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, and some things have happened. Like I feel like I've been very, very fortunate in my career that I've been basically working in theater since I graduated, and like that's gone really well, but there have definitely been things where I was like, why hasn't this milestone happened to me, or why isn't my life, why doesn't it feel like how I thought my 20s was supposed to feel like? And so just having patience and enjoying where I am. Like it took me until I was 25 to feel like I was young. Like I was trying to grow up so fast and be like, I'm running out of time. And then I turned 25 and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much time. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this portion of my life. And since then, since kind of slowing down and letting things happen a little bit more naturally, I'm a firm believer in that you need a goal, you need something to work towards, but the timeline of it, you can't control. And so it's okay if the timeline is not what you thought it was going to be.
That's some pretty good advice.
Yeah.
I feel like that was advice that I need to hear, especially with COVID. And like, I know like people watching, like it kind of feels like trapping because we can't do anything. We can't go out. It's been hard to get jobs and internships, and we can't really go to class and can't really see our friends. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, I hate this.
Oh, your office light.
My office light turns off. I don't know how to make it not turn off. Sorry, that was like a nice moment, and then it
It just got dark.
But yeah.
This is a comedy
Yeah.
show. We need to keep laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all the questions that we have for you. So thank you so much for joining us, Jazz.
Oh, thank you for having me on here. You guys are the best. Yeah.
You're the best.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Ah, crap, we forgot to record an outro.